Welcome to Fiction Friday, where we review books for teenagers and young adults. And in this episode, I'll be sharing with you my all-time favorite series. I'm AJ from Homeschooler Goes Public, and today I'll be sharing with you my all-time favorite series, Fablehaven. It's written by Brandon Mull. Fablehaven is an awesome fantasy series. I love it so much. So there are 5 books. So I thought about doing them all individually, but then I was like, heck no, let's just do it all at once. So here we are. This book was published in 2006, so it's as old as I am. So there's Fablehaven Book 1, Fablehaven Book 2, Rise of the Evening Star, Number 3, The Grip of the Shadow Plague, Book 4, Secrets of the Dragon Sanctuary. This one is definitely my favorite. I love this one so much. It is just amazing. And Book 5, Keys to the Demon Prison. Just like this is my favorite series, Fablehaven, Brandon Mull, who wrote Fablehaven, is my favorite author of all time. My older siblings and my dad read this book series before I did, but when I was, I think, 8, I read this book series really quickly. I loved them so much, and honestly, this book series is what made me love reading. However, I probably wouldn't recommend this book to most 8-year-olds, but it was exactly what I needed and perfect book series for me. I don't have the cover on for this first book. Please don't hate me, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to be reading it off my phone. It reads, "For centuries, mystical creatures were gathered into a hidden refuge called Fablehaven to prevent their extinction. This sanctuary is one of the last strongholds of true magic. Enchanting? Absolutely. Exciting? You bet. Safe? Well, actually, quite the opposite. Kendra and her brother Seth have no idea that their grandfather is the current caretaker of Fablehaven. Inside the gated woods, ancient laws keep order among greedy trolls, mischievous satyrs, plotting witches, spiteful imps, and jealous fairies. However, when the rules get broken, powerful forces of evil are unleashed, and Kendra and her brother must face the greatest challenge of their lives to save their family, Fablehaven, and perhaps even the world." So I don't know about y'all, but I think that sounds pretty fantastic. And yes it is. This book talks about the importance of family bonds, carrying on a family legacy, protection of endangered species, lots of cool things. I learned a lot about mythical creatures from this book series. And plus, this book series is totally appropriate, which I always appreciate. Now, the books vary in length. The first book, which is the shortest, is about 350 pages. The 5th book, which is the last, is the longest in the series with about 600 pages. In total, this book series is a couple thousand pages, but it is definitely worth it. I read this series multiple times because it's just that good. I recommended it to so many friends, and a couple of my friends really enjoyed it and are crazy about it just as much as I am now. If you are one of those people, feel free to shout yourself out in the comments. If you'd like to read any of these books, I'll totally link them down below in the description. I recommend this series to any middle school, high school, or YA reader. Maybe even some elementary schoolers depending on the reading level. All of the books contain a reading guide at the back. This book series is totally appropriate, it's funny, it's fast-paced, it's exciting, and the characters are amazing. Once again, this is the Fablehaven series by Brandon Mull. If you're interested in reading these books, there's a link down below, or maybe just check with your public library. Pop quiz! Does this book series sound interesting to you? Have you read it? Let me know in the comments below because I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me for Fiction Friday. I'll be back next week with another recommendation for your reading list. If you'd like to see last week's Fiction Friday episode, I'll link it up in the YouTube card. If this is your first time here in Homeschooler Goes Public, be sure to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Once again, I'm AJ from Homeschooler Goes Public, and I'll see you later. Bye! Blooper! You don't know how many characters in this book series I have fictional crushes on. Dog. Okay guys, I know I'm wearing black on black, but I'm not emo. I know I'm missing the cover to this one, but you know. Oh man, the characters. Gavin. I almost fell. Okay. Typed in my password, bro. What's wrong? Fablehaven to prevent their what? Fablehaven to prevent their extinction. extinction. Why can't I say that? Even to prevent their
Satyrs.
I had to look up how to pronounce that. Fablehaven is the OG. Did I really just call a book series the OG?